Hello and welcome back to another iVP short clip tutorial. Today we're going to talk about the so-called settings panel and more specifically the graphics panel. So as we are aware that most of your colleagues going to work with mobile laptops which you're going to use at the customer side, the graphics capacity of these machines are sometimes limited, and so as your factory plannings gets bigger and bigger, it might be a bit stressful for your small computer to handle the graphics in a proper way. So therefore we have this settings panel, and in settings there is a rider called graphics. Open the graphics and then you have a general quality setup where we defined presets. This means, for example, by low that all the quality presets are set to the minimum standard. We have the medium as well as the high, which high stands for the best possible visual quality. If you then continue in the options, you're going to check and unchecked here. We have ambient occlusion. Ambient occlusion is more or less to add some kind of additional shadow in a second level to the objects. It's not necessary to have it. It's nice to have, but it also has an impact on the performance. Anti-aliasing, which is for making edges more smooth. You're going to see it when we go to detail in these larger machines. It's gonna smooth the edges or even not. Also a performance thing. We have the bloom, which does not have a large impact now because the factory surrounding around there is relatively dark. You can switch it off if you don't need it. We have shadows. You see it on the ground. Some shadows appear and disappear when unchecking or checking. We have a vignette around it, which just is a vignette for the 3D environment, which more focus into the middle of the image. We have reflections in the ground, what you can use or don't use, also a performance thing. And we have the texture detailing. Texture detailing is when you use images and you scale the images or double them, etc., they get tiled or detailed. And the thing is, as larger the images, as more detailing might be used. So this is a heavy performance thing. When you check it off, it's not, it saves a lot of performance. Probably the highest saving stuff that you could adjust here is the frame rate thing. Why? Because currently it's the image that we see here is rendered 60 times per second. This is the option, or this is the reason why we are able to navigate around as we are here and not static as in a video. That means the image is generated 60 times per second, which is suitable for most of the laptops and all the televisions, etc. If you are very low in performance, you could either switch to 30 frames per second. It won't be a big thing for you while planning, so the image is now just generated 30 times per second. So which is more or less a decrease of the performance capacities by the factor of around 2. So bringing it down to 30 or even 25 is a doable thing. There is no need to put it to 90 or to unlimited. Unlimited is used for virtual reality applications only. So those are the things how you could use, make the most of the machine you're going to have on site. Of course, if you have large machines, you can be happy and just use Control A and take all these beautiful functions. If not, just uncheck them. It's not a leg break. It's just increasing the power, and the decrease of the visual quality is very less. Thanks for your time, and we're going to come back with more tutorials soon. See you then.